I was a correctional officer here in Indiana for 5 years, and that is a very taxing job emotionally and physically. When you think about a prison environment, there's all kinds of horrific stuff that happens, trafficking of drugs, trafficking of cell phones, and all kinds of unauthorized items, violence, gangs, all kinds of everything that you can possibly think of associated with this demographic of people is what you see on a regular basis. And if you are not careful about who you are as a person and kind of are, based in something that is of a higher circumstance than that can consume you, can eat you up. It's not something that a person who doesn't know who they are and isn't stable can continue to function in. Believe it or not, inmates are humans too. I have learned some amazing, life-changing thoughts and just ideologies from inmates. I realize it's not my place to judge them. I could easily have been one of them, which is why I decided to apply to work at the prison too, because I like to do things to face my fear in anything in life. I did have such a huge preconceived notion of what inmates would be like, of what the prison system would be like. But once I got there and I realized this is not what society has made it to be. And I take everything as a learning experience, and I learned a lot just as my role of a woman and a human being, of a person in a place of authority. You have to be humble. You have to treat people as you want to be treated no matter what, because it's not my job to judge them. It's my job to ensure security. It's my job to, do what I'm supposed to do in my capacity as a correctional officer. It is just like you're told as a child, treat people how you want to be treated. It's no different in that environment. And I found that my time was easier there because of having a common respect for these group of people. We wore the same type of uniform, to be honest. Mine was just a different color. But prison is a very difficult place to work. You are hyper vigilant all the time. The shifts are long. And to be honest with you, I almost hate that I'm saying this, but it wasn't the inmates that I had to worry about. It was my coworkers. It was a very harsh climate to operate in. The more integrity you have working in that type of environment, the harder your job is. And so, because integrity is of the utmost importance to me, I couldn't continue to expose myself to such a harsh environment and stay true to myself. So I had to separate from it so I could maintain who I was.